So this bird thing of yours.
I do not have a bird thing. I have an extremely justified rage of the flying vermin that plague this world.
But there are some birds that are useful. Like the ones you eat.
I approve of the ritual slaying of the foul beast, but it eats one? Disgusting.
Oh, they're really quite tasty. You just need to rip off the feathers first. I like the skin myself.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Ooh, Gollum vomit. This I have to see.
Oh, Gollum vomit. I don't know if I want to see that, Alistair. That's probably going to be all you. Alright, let's go find that guy that wants to...
Come on, you've rested enough. We need to get these out of the tower before they get fragrant.
Touching those abominations. It's wrong.
Someone has to do it.
Why do we have to take them across the lake to burn? The lake's right there.
I might have a few guesses. I think the person we need to talk to is that guy who came out of the closet. Oh, it's Cullen. Hey, Cullen.
I wish I could have gone with them. To fight.
Even though Cullen is a little paranoid, he's kind of a hot paranoid Templar, I gotta say. There's a bunch of... Cullen does have a pretty good following of fans. And for those of you who decide to play the Mage Origin, you get to see a little bit more of Cullen. Well, not more of Cullen as in... Not that more of Cullen. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to explain that. I'm just going to keep going. Alright. Let's see. Bell's Cache. Liliana. Senior Enchanter's Cowl. And a Lyrium Potion. Useful. We'll just have Liliana continue to open up all these chests. We might as well, since we're here, just go ahead and open all these chests as we look for our way. Oh, we just double backed. Whoopsies! Sorry, folks. We want to go this way. It's okay. We have haste, so we actually will be able to get through this a lot quicker, in theory. In theory. We came from over there, and I think we want to go over here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Look at this, and a love letter. See, we're opening all of these chests. So the love letter is important. I guess I lied. The only things that seem to be really important from locked chests are the love letters, which is kind of annoying, and there's so many of them, like 12 love letters. Ah, here we are, Godwin. You are just the person I wanted to see.
Oh, it's you! You saved the circle. I'd kiss your feet if you didn't look as though you'd kill me if I did that. You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh?
Your name is Godwin, right? I met a dwarf who mentioned you.
Rogek? Well, he's a personal friend, and sometimes we, correspond. Did he, have anything for me?
Yeah, you know, whatever you guys do during your downtime together is your business. So I'm just, I'm just not going to get myself involved in that, but, Yes, he said you'd be waiting for this lyrium.
Yes, I'll take it off your hands right now. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no?
50? It wasn't easy getting here. Well, let's say 75.
Look, I have 65 sovereigns and this dagger I stumbled upon in the tower. Will that do?
Yeah, it'll have to do. That's fine.
Done and done. You have your gold, and I have my lyrium. Everyone's happy. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here?
There's trouble in Orzammar, and they're keeping people out.
Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now?
Why don't you go to Orzammar and find out for yourself?
Ah, I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery.
Oh boy. Why do you need all this lyrium?
Well, mages need lyrium for spells and things. Nothing you'd know about.
Right. But I'm curious, and I saved you, and helped you come out of the closet.
I suppose you did at that. Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it.
Right.
You're taking advantage of the Templars, encouraging them. And for money, you despicable, profiteering crook!
Uh-oh.
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it.
What happens to these Templars?
They go sort of funny. In the head, I mean. They see things that aren't there, or have trouble holding on to a thought. It's not all of them, though. Some are worse than others. One of the fellows here has it pretty bad. Carol, I think.
Oh, Carol. Right. Yeah. How do you keep this operation hidden?
Those that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think... I could persuade him to share some of that wealth, or people will find out, but I don't think Angelus would do that, because, like I said, Angelus doesn't really want to have anything to do with it. Whatever he does with Delirium is pretty much his business. Angelus is just making the delivery, and yeah. Gregor is going to have to find out. No, I could also tell on him through Gregor, but Angelus is just not going to be involved. I think I'll take my leave of you now.
Goodbye, then.
Thank you, Godwin, and yeah, be well, I guess. Alright, he just went back into the closet. What is it with that guy's obsession of going back into the closet? I don't get it. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do now is... I'm going to continue climbing up the tower and grabbing all the chests that we couldn't unlock. So, just so that you're not going to be spending the next, 15 minutes of me just watching me do this, I'll just meet you back down at the base when I'm done. So I'll see you in a little bit.
Why does the bard stare at me so?
I was thinking of writing a song about you. The statue with a heart of gold. Or something like that.
It thinks my heart is made of gold. It is stone as anything else. Cold stone.
I meant that you had a good heart. It seems to me that you do.
And they call this having a heart of gold. Why?
Because gold is precious and shiny, and a good heart is just as valuable.
Shiny.
In a matter of speaking.
My heart does not qualify as shiny. I kill, frequently, and not without pleasure.
You have had a difficult life. Deep down at the center of your being, you are a good person. I believe that.
Even though I have never demonstrated this aspect? How peculiar.
You aren't all stone shell. There is a person inside of you.
If so, it is because I ate him.
Oh, great. Nice. Liliana is so sweet. She always tries to see the best in people. Which makes her a very likable character. And I can see how some people might find that a little annoying. But, I know. I like her. I like the fact that she's so sweet. So, alright everybody. We're back. All we did is finished up sweeping through the tower to collect all of the items that were in the locked treasure chests. And after we left the tower, we went over to camp, and I spent a good 15 minutes or so, if you can believe it, re-equipping our party members and selling junk to Bodan, selling stuff back to Bodan that we didn't need in preparation for going to the deep roads. I do want to talk to Sandal, though.
Enchantment?
Enchantment!
Enchantment!
So we can get some enchantment done, because we love enchantments, thanks to our friend, Sandal. So, let's see. For Angelus, he still has the Oathkeeper. I want to give him some physical resistance, so I'll give him that. And for the cheese knife, actually, Let me put this into the cheese knife, so that I can give the cheese knife and the Oathkeeper something physical. Like... Well, this is against undead. +2 damage against, and +1 cold damage. Let's give him +2 to undead, and then give him some of the frost rune. And then for Roland, wow, Roland's got a lot. Actually, give me this stuff. Let's give Angelus some of this stuff. +2 expert lightning rune. And cold damage. Let's give him the novice silverite rune. And then for Roland, we can give Roland this hail rune, +5 physical resistance, and sure, we'll give him a flame rune and a cold iron rune. And then for Win, no, we don't need anything for Win. Alistair, Asturian's Might. Why don't we give Alistair hail rune as well, so we can give, yeah, we can give Sten some hail runes. We can give Zevron electricity damage, cold damage. Give Zevron, yeah, that's fine. And then, yeah, Sten can have a frost rune, and Alistair can have Journeyman. Actually, give Roland the Journeyman hail rune. Journeyman hail rune. Sten can have frost rune. And why not another novice hail rune? Okay, good. Zevran can have this hail rune. Great. Thank you. We depleted all of our stuff. So now, let's we got this mirror, if you remember, and we want to give this to Morrigan because she told us the story about her childhood and how she had this mirror that Flemeth destroyed, even though she loved it as a little girl. But we need Morrigan. There we go. Here, Morrigan. I think you might like this.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago.
Yeah.
It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
No. Don't be ridiculous. It's a gift, Morrigan.
You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift, not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
Aww. This is where Morrigan approves +20. My gosh. This is where Morrigan really started to grow on me. Because when I first met Morrigan, my first time playing through the game, I expected to not like her. Because, you know, she's not... I tend to be a very idealistic and very optimistic person, and Morrigan is, not completely opposite, but she is a survival of the fittest, everyone should take care of themselves, that kind of stuff. What is the use of love? But, when you actually show her what it's like, what friendship is like, what real friendship is like, giving people a gift with no strings attached without expecting anything in return, it's very foreign to her and something that she's just not used to, and it's just really cool to see how much she is growing as a character and how much she's understanding this whole concept of friendship, and how much she, as much as she might hate to admit it, she actually kind of likes it. So I think that's just very awesome. All right, let's go talk to Rory. Our knight in shining armor. Our red-headed knight in shining armor.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I want to ask you something about the past, Rory.
Of course.
Actually, no.
I'll be here when you do.
That's not what I wanted to ask him. I wanted to ask him about what happened.
Yes?
Sorry, guys.
What can I do for you?
I want to ask you a question about what happened.
Of course.
Rory, can I ask you about the scar on your back?
Oh, you noticed it while I was taking my armor off. Is that so? You must imagine how I got it.
Well, I guess I noticed a bunch of things when you were taking your armor off. I mean, the scar was probably the least of what I was looking at when you were taking your armor off, to be quite honest. Angelus caresses his back.
Please don't. It's very sweet of you, but I'd rather you didn't.
Oh. Well, I see you don't want to talk about it then.
Thank you. These are things I'd rather not relive. We both know how it happened, and I'll have to live with it forever. I just don't want to think about it anymore.
Well, I understand. Let's not talk about it again.
Thank you. I know someday I'll be able to live with these memories, but not today.
It's okay, Rory. I understand. It's okay. Well, where are you going? Where are you going at, Angelus? You want to talk to Rory?
My friend, I've been thinking about us. Even though we met not long ago, I feel we've become good friends. Today I find myself feeling a bit strange. I see you differently.
Oh? Differently, eh? How so?
We spend all our time together. We watch over each other in battle. It may be this life we lead now. I see everything under a different light. For a long time, I was tied by duty and honor to a family. And now my life is mine. And I'm beginning to understand what I truly want. No doubt it is the same for you now, too.
Actually, yeah, Rory. Actually, it is.
What can dictate how we truly think? Or our hopes? Or who we like? I've spent nights guarding the castle. Years far away from my family. Years of service. Before this blight, I was sure of what I wanted. But tonight, I'm not anymore. I am free to go back to that life when this is over. But would I want to?
Are you planning on doing something else?
I had a good life, but there's nothing there that motivates me to go back to it. Today, I find myself wanting something else. Another kind of relationship.
Ooh.
I want to try something new. I find myself attracted to you.
Oh. Do you now? Rory, I feel the same.
My dear.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Are they gonna... Oh, yes! 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 Success! Oh, yes! Score! Yes! Roland approves +4. +76. Care. Oh, that is so sweet. Rory!
What can I do for you, my dear?
My dear. That is music to Angelus's ears. So cute. Hey Rory, I have something for you.
A cinnamon bun? When and how did you do this? Well, allow me. This is a very nice treat. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I cooked it myself. I used a little bit of the spices you gave me, the cinnamon spices. So yeah, I figured since you gave me that gift, I should give you a gift back, Rory.
What can I do for you, my dear?
Oh, that's right. So Rory, about what happened to you back in the Fade.
You know, I can't say I'm sure. It was a horrible nightmare, but it took me completely by surprise. I wouldn't have thought that leaving my father at such a young age would have affected me so much, so many years later.
You did mention being left alone.
Yes, I did. I'm sure I've told you that being far from my family was hard at times. I think the Fade just concentrated all those feelings. It overwhelmed me, and I lost it.
You mentioned something being taken from you.
Everything. I felt completely empty inside. I was the only man left on the land. Forsaken. Maybe even hated. It felt so real.
Can I do something to make you feel better?
So many things cross my mind right now. A kiss in your embrace will make me feel so much better.
Oh. Well then. Aww. So sweet. I might be partial, but I think Angelus and Rory make a very cute couple.
What can I do for you, my dear?
I want to ask you a question about the past.
Of course.
How was your life with the rest of the soldiers?
Life in the barracks was not easy. We had to train very hard every day. Sometimes we had to wake up very early, when it was still dark outside. For me, I'd have to say it was important to be the best. My father left me at that castle, not just to be a soldier, but to become a knight, a commander, or even a general. I was on my path to do so when Duncan arrived to test me for the Grey Wardens.
So, were you the best?
Of course, I had a bright future ahead of me. But aside from the training and the guard duties, I've guarded the castle at night for Maker knows how long. I also had a tutor, so I had my fair share of reading and academic learning. I like to read a lot. Have I ever told you that? And of course, we had our moments of leisure. When I was off, I could do whatever I wanted. My comrades and I sang our fair share of drunken songs at the village tavern.
Sounds like you had many friends.
Many. More than my friends, they were my family. I was happy. I learned a lot. I had fun. I was privileged.
That's good.
What can I do for you, my dear?
You never really talked about your home.
The castle? Well, I did. Haven't you been paying attention?
Hey. Not that home. Your first home.
Oh, that makes more sense. What do you want to know about it?
We traveled through the Benorn, but we didn't see much.
You've already noticed that the Benorn is mostly open plains. In times of peace, people dedicate themselves to agriculture, and the animals grow fat in the pastures. The sown fields are beautiful when the crops are ripe. It's a good place for picnics, you know. Is there anything else you want to know?
Yeah, I have another question.
What do you want to know about it?
About your family's estate.
Are you trying to make me emotional? Those memories are always bittersweet. My family's estate is called Hunter Fell. It's not impressive by any means, but it's been my family's home for many generations. We grow wheat, we raise animals, and we have a small contingency of men. Nothing like in the castle, of course, but I do miss my home a lot. Is there anything else you want to know?
I have another question.
What do you want to know about it?
You never went back, right?
No, I never went back to my home, if that's what you mean. I don't think it remains as it was when I left, some 14 years ago, now that I think of it. I was a small boy. I'm sure if I returned now, everything would seem different. Is there anything else you want to know?
Yeah, I have another question.
What do you want to know about it?
Will you go back?
Yes, I will. I'd love to. Is there anything else you want to know?
Yeah, one more.
What do you want to know about it?
Maybe you could become a ban if you go back.
Ha! I'm sure my father would be proud of me if I followed in his footsteps. Did you know that we rule the land ourselves? No king has true power in the Benorn. Instead, the bands together give power to the king. It is truly amazing when the bands unite. But my father has also told me stories of silly bickering and fighting amongst them. Is there anything else you want to know?
That's it, thanks. Alright, before we finish talking to Rory...
What can I do for you, my dear?
You look happily at him. He is unaware of your intentions.
Hmm?
Get very close to Rory. Roland gets even closer. Yeah. That's a good way to end the conversation. Okay, folks, so the next thing that we're gonna do is gonna tackle the deep roads. But first, I think this is a good place for us to stop. So, off camera, I'm going to travel over to the... off camera, I'm gonna go travel over to the Warden's Keep and dump some stuff into our storage chest and call it a night, I guess. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Now, especially that we have finally revealed who Angelus's romance will be for this game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.